I see what a lot of you get. Everyone is the market open, and the first thing is you guys are doing is you're getting scared, and you shouldn't be. You've got to be calm. You've got to be calm. You need to have a plan. I could see that most of the ones, even a lot of the ones I called, they actually all dips as well. But you don't run. You don't just run like that. I see what. So let's.
But for someone like that knows how to read the charts and know where it's going, you might like be calm and say, "Oh, I know it's to do this," then go back up. Typos are charts, and where you like down, you don't know. You like panic. Where is this going to dip further? Should I just cut my loss now that it's still like 3-4% down?
Taiwo, I wasn't talking about roots. I said, have mercy. Why are you guys like this? Rewalk.
2-1 there.
I said rewalk.
As in, the brother that forwarded him the message, he's not even read. Just all the way from 5-1, and somebody would just say calmly in the group like that, and all of us will now run helter skelter.
You guys are doing this to yourselves. Oh God.
5-1, one of us are just sitting down there. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Like,
you know that that's like you're just losing dollars.
I was doing something. I was busy actually. When I saw Mr. Gbola tag me $1.
I just ran.
Without thinking twice, bro.
Yeah, that's what I like. 70%.
From $5 to $1. That's my village people are calling me.
You got to
the old cannot be sitting down when we say 5-1. Everybody was waiting for 5.5 boots. And BK say 1 and everybody's quiet. It's not possible.
That's not possible.
It's
just come and knock down 80% of your dollars.
So this is roots now. That's $5, okay. And what was our price? Our price was what? I think I said
5.2. We entered 5.2. Yeah, I entered 5.5.
5.5, and then I said 5.2 because of the pressure. So there's a downward pressure on roots, okay? And what you can see here, you can see that people are trying to push it here, but this point is actually getting rejected. What's happening? 5.8. What am I saying? 5.96. Yeah. So the price is getting rejected, and that's what's happening here. Can you see it's broken down? They're breaking it down from 5.2. This way, so this is the point where we got in. We got in around here. This is our key level. And now they're breaking it down here. So this is where, so it's roots is at a price discovery now, okay? Where we got in is a very, very much confidence level. It's a confidence zone, okay? It's a confidence zone. However, we are now at a price discovery. Does that make sense? We are now at a price discovery.
Can it be discovering the bottom?
No. So at this point here, you would expect something. Okay, it's either going to stabilize, and then you would expect some form of news from the company. And it would happen. It would happen. These things do happen. It will happen. So that's when the company is probably going to give us some news about something, and then it will find its real price. Or, so the two things happen at this point. And the company is either going to give us the news, which is going to run it back up, or we're going to get the market makers are going to start coming in with the downgrade. And that's just what's going to happen, as it did with Wish here.
Yeah, we're just going to say that's what just happened to Wish now.
Exactly what happens to Wish. So they do that. So once you get to that discovery, the market makers, the analysts will just release a downgrade. I mean, look at the downgrade. Downgrade was only by 6%. That's not bad at all. And guess what's happening here? Do you really think they're doing the downgrade? What do you think they're doing here? They are loading. So you got to be silly to think, you know what? They said it's only worth $2. Remember, you've got to calm down. You've got to stay calm. And you can tell who's been trading and who hasn't been trading. What happened? Lucid. This is the exact same thing that happened to Lucid. We got a price. Look, where did it happen? Let me show you. Let me bring this down a bit. Where was it? It was around, yeah, it was around here that we got. It was around here. Okay, not here actually, yeah. It was around here. It was trying to get a lift, okay? Okay, let me delete it. So we were here, trying to get a lift, and then we came here, and then when it was just about getting a lift, and that's when the analyst price came, what's it called? Price came in saying, oh, or downgrade, saying it's only worth $12. And then guess what happened? And then it came down here, and I was saying, guys, don't fall for it, don't fall for it. And what happened to Lucid? Eventually, a few days later, you know, it found itself at 27 zone. So you've got to be careful, you've got to master your emotions, stay patient. Sometimes, I mean, the market opened and it opened with a bang, it dropped. What does that mean? Does that mean everything is going to fire? No. So you've got to understand, what is the entire market doing? The entire market is actually, not the entire market, but most of the market is down anyway as a result of that. So what do? You hold your nerve. Let me even see what Finviz is saying. I think I could get a whole, look at the markets. Can you see the market? So this is the market today. So wherever markets you are, where are you? This sector is down. So same sectors are down. Tesla is green, of course. And look at that huge green, solid green. It's only 3%. Look at the markets. This is the market today. So why are you running and chasing and cutting loss and doing this? Got to calm down, know what's going on around you before you start just shivering. The entire market is not green. Okay, so of course, a bulk of them are green, while a huge bulk as well is quite down. So what do? Master your emotions, master your patience. Look at roots, down by 2 cents, which is not great. By all means, you know, 4% is not great at all. But what do? News just came in. Yeah, Dow Industrials profits initial gains as Nasdaq decline hits 200 points. There you go then. So the market was down. So the entire market is down. And then what do you want to do? So you got to maintain your calm and say, you know what? And you can see, like they said, crude oil is getting high. Crude oil is high. So what do we do? Nothing. Okay. I don't know if that calms people a little bit, but if that doesn't calm you, nothing will calm you. So we need to read the markets. And so now it's a price discovery and it needs to find itself, and that's what it's doing. The point is never been.
I did Zoom, they encourage us for this. So allow me make a encourage.
Roots is a price discovery zone, okay? It's a price point where it hasn't been before, that's what I mean by price discovery. It hasn't been to this price before. So it needs to settle down, it needs to find its level. And from once it settles down, then you can decide, okay, this is where it's going. But until then, you don't know where it's going. You've got to be patient.
This settling down can take weeks or months.
It could.
Yes, I know how this thing just be ranging, going down, ranging. Before
there you go, up and down, just moving in the range. But once it does that, I mean, what did Wyckoff say? Once it does that, then you know that it's going to be expected to have another move, and with the way it works in the markets, ultimately, you remember there's earnings coming, there's all sorts coming. Eventually, these guys look. When was the earnings? August. So they have another earnings very soon. And what do you expect? At the earnings, then you're going to expect them to step up, and things would happen, okay? Things would happen. So towards that time, there will be an opportunity to buy more. Well, opportunity ramp rather towards earnings, because some people are going to be there just merely playing the earnings. But, you know, the fundamentals are not broken. Is the chart destroyed? No, the chart is not destroyed because things move in the ranges. And that's just where he is. So right now, it's price discovery. Is anything wrong? No, I don't see anything wrong yet. But you're just going to have to be patient and wait. I mean, this is a $1.25 billion company. Calm down. Jesus, people. Calm your nerves. Yeah. Rewalk. What did I say about Rewalk? With Rewalk, I said $1. Of course, this is about close to $1 anyway. Again, Rewalk is at price discovery. No, Rewalk had an offering, and when they had their offering, the price fell. Okay, but as far as Rewalk is concerned, staying out of roots, maybe you'll be back, but you're having a soft spot for the stock, which isn't good for you. No, don't have any soft spots for any company at all. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. If you're having that, then leave. You're doing it wrong, young man. Okay. If you look at Rewalk, right? Rewalk broke down, of course. Let's cast Rewalk here, down. Okay, so that's Rewalk. Rewalk is trying to find its price. Okay, you don't have enough volume to close it to push this thing. That's number one. Number two, Rewalk needs a what does Rewalk need again? It needs consolidation. Number one. Number two, they need to close their offering. They had an offering, and it's a bit noisy. Is that from? What's that? That's Mr. Gospel. It's noisy from your end. Cool. Okay, so Rewalk is a bit. Rewalk needs to find its level again. Close their offering. Absolutely. This is still eventually going to bounce back. It's going to bounce back. There's nothing to worry about here. The fundamentals are actually good, but they use the opportunities to raise money when there was a pump. Okay, which any company will do. There's nothing wrong with doing that at all. And what do I think is going to happen here with them? Let me just see if I can use a brush. So once it finds its bottom, I expect it to eventually maneuver. So, but right now it's still right here. It's still trying to find a base. It needs to find a base, and once it finds space, Rewalk would eventually move back up. So, if you look at it, okay, what am I trying to show you? Look at that. So this is what you shall find with Rewalk. Boom. Okay, and that's it. So what Rewalk might do, which is what I said, is $1 anyway, probably not up to $1, but I'm expecting Rewalk to, this may be extremely risk averse. Just about right here, I'm expecting Rewalk to test that base again. Once it tests this base, that's it. It tests this base, and that's it. And then it's going to move. Well, okay, not exactly that straightforward, but yeah, about 1.2-ish. So I'm expecting Rewalk to test this base, consolidate around this point before he makes a second move. Remember, price has memories, right? It tests this point here, bounces off, tests this point, bounces off, and it bounced off heavily the last time he did it. And what do you expect it to do now? And the price is consolidating around the zone. Absolutely, I can see that here. It consolidates here, consolidates here, consolidates here. And that's what it's going to do. So Rewalk, boom, boom. So you want to be patient here. So if you want to set your entry around this point here, I will give you an entry point. I was actually working on the entry points first. Boom, it gets in here. And it will do that. Well, nothing's guaranteed, but most likely it will do that. And that's just what you were looking for. But right now, look, we don't have volume in there. The right volume. This is still coming down. We don't know how well it's going to come down. We're waiting for it to find it. And once it finds it, of course, you're going to get the price discover the real market makers, and they're going to say their bits. Push it back up. And that's it. Here, wow, I had a little pump this morning, but then there's a big sell-off that happened again. But this is not done yet. This is not done because this might still make another move. Because as far as I'm concerned, why does it keep disappearing? as farm is concerned, look at that. This is a really good support price here. Sorry. As far as farm is concerned, I'm trying to mute people, guys. Sorry, because of the noise I'm getting from my end. Okay, muted. So as far as farm is concerned, look, there's a big. Let me just change the color. There's a big support here. There's a big support coming in here, right here, and this will. Oh, come on. There's a big support coming in here, and I'm expecting it to move it back up here. Okay, so 0.45 is still coming in. This is still good. This is still good, except if they cannot defend this point very well, which is what the buyers are doing. So buyers are defending this point a lot. Some sellers are coming in as well. They're coming in heavy. But remember, each time buyers have come in or sellers have come in, look, sellers came in, they pushed it back, buyers defended it back up. Okay, defended it back up here. So I'm expecting this to keep moving. So, you know, it's nothing to worry about, guys. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, for this particular one, nothing to worry about. I don't know if anyone is still in. We called this last week, we got out. So I'm expecting this. So if anyone asks me now, and look, what does this thing need to move? It needs the volume, and the volume is coming in. So this one here, no worries at all. And that's it. Anyway. Don't turn me to, I don't want to turn this to a training session. We always say refuse the reason to shalaye, and it feels like I'm trying to shalaye. But it needs the right volume, and it will push. This will push, okay? They are defending this, they're defending this session. They're defending it very well. That's it here. If they can defend it very well, that's it. Move. That's the next thing that would happen. And it will happen. It just definitely will happen. Once you get the right volume, and as you can see, it's actually it's pushing it. It's pushing it. It just needs the right break, and I'm going to actually have a look. Yeah, never seen people so scared of the market. This is still breaking. This is still finding its price. You don't want to be running around from here. No, patience is what you need in the market. This is also. This is a FOD that happened. Okay, I think I'm getting an alert on my phone. Oh, Lucid 24. I think if you remember in the group, what did I say about Lucid? Let me just find the Telegram chats. Okay, so I said something about Lucid, and that's the reminder that just came in. I said, look, Lucid, I said I'm looking at 24, and it might touch 22.5 to 23. So I'm going to put it back in the group again. So this is what I said about Lucid. I said I was looking at 24, but it might come back at 22.5, 23. So let's see if Lucid is actually respecting those prices again. So Lucid. So let me just find. So that's rework there, Lucid. So as you can see, Lucid right here. I did say it was coming to 23.5, 24. So Lucid, I'm expecting 23 to be fair, to be honest, for another entry for me anyway. So if Lucid comes in at 23 right here, it needs to show me it's been there before. Look, so this is a price it can defend very well. Again, speaking of the prices, can you see that here? So it's a very common key level. If you can find a key level for Lucid, I can see Lucid here coming to 23. I said this when it was about 26, 27. I can't remember what price I said. I said it was coming back to 23. And if you cannot defend 23, then I'm sorry, Lucid is going to come back to 19. But right now, Lucid is coming to 23. That's what I see. And if you want to guess in, I will be looking at guessing an entry at 23 again, because it's not exactly entirely broken. But look, form the double top here. Okay. And that's it. So yeah, Lucid is definitely coming to test 23. I did tell you this at 2026, and that's what's going to happen. Okay. So I don't know, why am I just explaining charts instead of us looking at what to buy? So FAMI is at 0.4 now. It's going, so you need not to be afraid. Of course, if you're trading it, stop loss kicks you out, then you get out and then wait for another opportunity. But you know, if it's an investment, then that's fine. Any explanation for the red day? Honestly, the news gives so many reasons for why there's a red day. But let me just be honest with you. It's just a way. Oh, Damola, go on, talk to me.
So I wanted to take a decision, but I wanted to run it by you.
Sure.
Now, I have a couple of Tesla stock, and yeah, and I'm thinking that Tesla cannot go much higher, but I think Lucid can.
I agree.
So
yeah, really look at it. I'm not talking about the technicals, but yeah, but should we have a look?
Sure.
Quite a few people are they're not downsizing their Tesla as well. Probably noticed. So this is Tesla right here. I mean, look at that. What does the news say? Tesla going last year. Tesla was constantly hitting 8-10% year
all-time highs, yeah,
almost every day. But what's happening now? It's not happening anymore. And you know, Tesla is now respecting levels. You know, it's an S&P stock, and you got to behave in a mature way. You can't just, you know, keep hitting high and high. You know, I mean, this is almost $1 trillion. Remember, okay, people keep saying it's more than an EV company. It's more than an EV company, but ultimately, you don't expect other companies to submit themselves and just, you know, Tesla was last year's story. I'm not saying it's a totally irrelevant company right now. I will invest in Tesla if I can, but I wouldn't trade it. And would I invest in it now? No, I'm not going to invest in Tesla now. Nothing against Tesla. I really love Tesla. But right now, you know, where is this Tesla now? Look. So what did it do? It hits, and then they couldn't hold that price, okay? And you can see Tesla coming back to 750. The buyers cannot, they cannot even defend that price. And this is Tesla. It's going to come back right here. That's what it's going to come to, because if you look at the charts, okay, you can see Tesla right here at this point. If not because it's a red day, we should be trading. This is Tesla right here, right? As this, sorry. This is Tesla right here. Tesla is just stuck at this range, okay? You know, so and what's going to happen? It's going to go, it's going to come back, except. But look, now this is why when I talk about island in the sky. Tesla's never been around here before, okay? It's not been around here before. It got there, and what did it do? It's not comfortable. It's coming back. You can't even hold it. Can you see that? You can't even coming back. It's an island in the sky, and that's why you have to be careful sometimes. You know, thinking you're buying names. So Tesla couldn't hold that price, and it's going to come back here to where it's been before. You know, he knows this price very well. It's been there here. Can you see? It came back around here. It bounced back to this level. It came back up. It came back. It came below it. It came back. So this point is a good price for Tesla until the buyers and sellers can fully defend this price zone. And you can say, oh yeah, but it's still going high. It keeps going high, but it's going to come back down. And that's just the way it is.
Yeah. So I'm looking to put my Tesla money in Lucid. So
two ways.
What would you do?
Sorry? Two ways you've got to think about it, really, because Lucid came to 24. I'm sure it's still coming to 23 and lower, I believe. And 23 rather. So two ways you've got to think about it, though. Tesla is dealing with, this is where the fundamentals then come in. Hi, you're right. So Tesla is dealing with all markets. Lucid is dealing with only one section of the market. The other thing is, do you think Lucid would eventually Can you make me tea, please, Grace? Do you think, shut the door, please. Do you think Lucy would eventually go all out and deal with all markets? I think they will. I think they will. Right now, it's easier to say want to deal with a section of the market just because that's what they can handle. And I think they will eventually deal with all markets. I sincerely think they will. So would I sell Tesla for Lucid? I don't think I will. I think there's no crime having both, to be fair. That's in my opinion, by the way. I think there's no crime having both. But because, you know, the market is getting used to $1 trillion company right now. So there's Google, there's Amazon, there's so I expect Tesla at some point to get to $1 trillion because America wants to have their flagship EV, and General Motors is actually building heavy as well. I don't see General Motors not catching up with Tesla at some point just because they do more than Tesla. So yeah, I think I'll do half and half. That's a personal note, but I don't even have Tesla anyway, and I don't intend to buy Tesla. So
okay. You have eaten Tesla money now. You don't have problem.
No, I told you I sold Tesla at a loss of $52, at 47 many years ago, and since then I never bought it. I bought it at 52, sold it at 47 many years ago, and since then I never touched it. But you know, other things have given me money, so that's fine. I'm not.
True.
I can't complain. Honestly, in this market, I do not complain. I think I've been blessed to complain. But yeah, so for me, I don't know. I'm not looking at Tesla at all. But do I think there's an opportunity there? Yes, I think there's an opportunity there, but I'm just not looking at it at all. And right now, not at where 700 and something, whatever it is. No, I'm not looking at Tesla. Almost 700 billion. But the markets right now today is a little bit quiet, and so you know, if the market is quiet, there's nothing we can do. We cannot force the markets. You know, you can't force the market. Come on, move. When I was younger, when I was at work, when the market, you know, I have a stock and I'm watching it and I'm like kicking my leg under the table. Come on, move. But you know what? That's just the nature of the game. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. And what do? You take the wins with the losses, and there's nothing you can do really. So, but just you know, you buy the dip, you sell the rip. But in this I think this year's market has been a bit funny. The market's actually been very amazing this year, believe it or not, in terms of statistics. But overall, individual stocks haven't really performed. And that's just where we are this year. So, yeah. So there's nothing we can do than to got to take what the market gives you, and that's it. And of course, if it's a loss, if it's a trade, cut early. Don't be the one holding the bag. That's like like they say.
Thank you, Biggie.
Yes, brother. So yeah, just looking, it's quite funny actually, because I'm looking at this FAMI here. It looks like the volume is gradually building up, you know, because it looks like it might touch 0.4 at some point, you know, I'm looking at points, but definitely this is a 0.45 stock. I can tell you that for now. But you know, it's Chinese, number one. Number two, is a very, very small stock. It's penny season. Well, should I say that? It's mushroom season for this particular stock in China. Anyway, it's mushroom season from August to January. Another thing I was going to say is that these guys they were meant to be delisted. You know, so there's a fear of share. What's that thing again? Reverse split. But they've actually applied for an extension up till November, which means, you know, the fears are off temporarily anyway. So, you know, so is it advisable to trade it? Yeah, so it makes sense to trade it. But is it advisable to trade it now? I wouldn't trade it because I wouldn't want to get in this kind of stock before anybody. I would rather want to get in when it's moving, and that's it. So it's showing tendencies that it wants to move. But the fact that the market is a bit red today, there's not volume in the markets generally. And there's nothing we can do. So the Dow gave up its gains, NASDAQ gave up its gains. But, you know, people are pouring in money. They want the market to move. Lucy, they're still giving up. And that's why, you know, you've got to understand that. Roots is still digging. Okay, no stock is good, no stock is bad. It's all about what price you got in and or how it treats you. But let me actually see what's what is Nasdaq doing or the IWM. The fund market. So you know, I don't know if Damola is still here. We were talking about.
I'm here. Damola is here.
If you remember, we called what price? Guys, mute yourselves, please, if you're talking. Oh, Elijah Patrick, mute, let me mute him. Okay, muted him. If you remember, when we're talking, when we called Lucid was at 18. When we called it, when I said, guys, Lucid 18 gets in, and then he got a downgrade. He got a downgrade to 12, and the thing fell just about 15, and I could see buyers buying it back 17 point something. I said, guys, buy more right now, buy more, you know, and that's so that gave me the opportunity to be able to get in Lucid at I think an average of 18, which means because of the people, another feeling. It just breaks one spirit. Which no, they won't do. They won't sell us anything. Let's put it in the car. So anyway, sorry guys. So what was I saying? So because my average price on Lucid was 18. You know, so either way, I'm still $5 off on each. I mean, I think I only bought 150 units, and I sold 50 at some point. You know, to profit anyway. And so I'm happy. So even if it falls to 23, it's still a good bargain for me. But yeah, so I think if you caught it early, and not all charts play out the way you want it sometimes. You know, the joy is you want your setup to be just like you predicted it. And if it works your way, then fine. If it doesn't, then of course you lick your wound and say, you know what, I'll fight another battle. But you want to keep fighting these battles, but you don't want to lose the war. And that's the good thing about these things. All right. It's Precious with us. Precious, hi. Precious, what are we trading? So this is family. What are we trading, Precious? Talk to me.
Nothing today.
Nothing today. It's a funny market. It's very hard to read sometimes. I didn't call anything to buy today for some reason. You know, sometimes we just need to defend what we have already. Defend it. This thing is moving in a range, and I'm not sure what's going on. So you can tell the attributes of something that wants to move. This thing wants to move. There's volume there. There's volume there. You know, it's not broken. It's not broken. It wants to move. It keeps breaking down and then goes to 0.4 and it breaks down. But you got to be patient and say, okay, what is really happening? So it wants to move. It wants to move. But until it can move, there's nothing you can do. Just be patient, and you don't force your trade on the market. If it's not giving you what you want, then you stay out. Stay out. You know. I'm looking at the market. There's a few top gainers as well, but none of them has got. Yeah, let me see. So what people will tend to do is that they tend to park their money. They tend to park their money into the little ones that's moving. That's what they tend to do. People just park the money into what's moving, and that's it. But look at the IWM. You know, the Russell 2000 is down. Let's see the S&P 500. S&P 500 is down as well. So as you can see, so you know, people keep saying we're going to break all-time high this year. I think we can, but you know, it's just not great. So we've been down from 409 points to where we are now, 393. So I guess it's the nature of the market today. So we can pick stocks, of course, yes, but if the market says no, I'm doing something else, then the market is doing something else. There's nothing you can do. And that's it. So this is our dear roots. Dear roots, dear roots. Okay, Roots is not bad. It just happens to be breaking down, and yeah. But you know, for me personally, they say don't add to a losing trade. This is not really a losing trade for me. I'll be buying more actually on this case if I have it. That's if I have it, but I do have it, so yeah, I will be buying more. Okay, guess let me just scan the markets. Let's see what we have. There's nothing happening in the market. There's nothing happening in the markets. We expect Bitcoin to be moving, but it's not really moving. Moderna, oh God, Moderna's crying, tears. OPGN, whoa, Nvidia as well, 5% down. AMC, 5%. Amplify Energy, 40%. Well, I don't have that. What's this one with a 52%? SDPI, Superior Drilling. Yeah, that's oil and gas, I guess. I'm going to be discussing the fuel shortage in the UK tomorrow on TVC, just in case. If there's nothing in the stock market, can we scan through crypto? Yes, we can. But you got to understand that these opportunities come without warning anybody. Well, a friend of mine has been looking at this one here, actually, IKT. But when you look at IKT, again, patience, everybody. Patience is all you want to do, patience. So, hello? Yeah, hi.
Okay, so Damola speaking. Can I ask, since we are trying to transition from stocks to crypto?
We're not really transitioning yet, but even Rework is actually holding its position. Surprise, surprise. It's holding well.
So are you saying it's good to go now for my last installment?
I wouldn't say that. Okay. I'll be looking at 1.2 if it's all for Rework, because it's a very thin where it's at right now. There's very thin volume right here, thin volume. So, but let me look at it on a better time frame. Yeah, no, as you can see, it's just you can see this just falling. This is just falling, right? So now. This point here, there'll be a few defenders. This thing is going to definitely go below 1.3. I expect 1.2 something before it picks up again. Yeah, I'm expecting 1.25 if it's all before it picks up again. Roots, as you can see as well, this is falling. I won't be able to tell you where this is going to fall to because, like I said, it's at the price discovery zone. And when things get to price discovery zone, what happens? That's when news tends to come out. So it's all planned. You've got to be silly to think institutions don't read charts as well. Of course they do. So price discovery zone comes out and then things pick up again. Oh boy.
I wanted to ask about SOS.
SOS.
Wait, let me tell you let me tell you my situation. I'm just taking the opportunity because the room is kind of quiet. So yeah. So I have SOS at an average of 5.8.
5.8.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to just scan through us, stocks and discuss them since we're not really trading and the market's a bit funny.
Yeah,
it's quite.
So I get that SOS is Chinese and stuff, but I think with Bitcoin and everything, I think there's something there. So yeah, so would you say it's okay to average down at this point? Because it's at about 2.1 or so now.
Okay, so I tend to keep one eye on my stock as well, just to make sure. Okay, so let's have a look at SOS, and we would analyze it accordingly, right?
Thank you.
So boy, the market is down. Lucid is, yeah. Did you see that? This couldn't even hold. Tesla couldn't hold it. It came here, rejected, bounced back. Okay, so let's look at SOS. Does it have enough volume? No, it does fairly, not a lot. Wow. So again, SOS. So you're asking me now, you're saying, do I think it's a fair price to average down right now?
Yeah.
Is that what we said? So, would I be
What would you
averaging
do?
down on SOS? For me personally, I'll be looking at $2 before I buy more.
Okay.
Yeah, $2 because let me see, $2 at this point is just $2 just a bargain. Oh, okay. I'm trying to find key levels on here, and if you look, I think there's one right here, and then around this point here, so what you notice is this price consolidation around this point. Can you see here?
Yes.
268. Okay, and then if you look again, around this point here, it tries to go back and back. So the price loves this area. Okay, and then yeah. So anyway, so there's price consolidation around this point here, which is the point of control. Okay, the price is being controlled around that point. But where is the price right now? Let me make it 4 hours, 4 hourly, just to simplify things a bit more. Oh, that's not even straight. So SOS is still, again, price discovery. Does that make sense, Damola? It's on a price discovery as usual. And so it's at the points, yeah. So at this point here, the price has been fair, but at this point, it's saying, nope, I want it more. So here, sellers actually defeated the buyers and they pushed it further down. So around this point here is where things got comfortable. As you can see, what did it do here?
Bounce.
In here, it bounced. Okay, of course it's trying to fall, but you've got to test this point here, 2.05. If it bounces back, if it comes in here, watch it. Is it going to dip lower or is it going to fall? But I doubt it will because it's bounced, it's tested it once. Now watch a second time. If it tests it again, I expect it to bounce, and that's when I will be buying more. Okay. Okay. That's when I will be saying my entry anyway. But that's it for me for SOS. So yeah, but buying it at 505. Where's the 505? 5 points. Look at that. Look at that. So it's been to 5.
Yeah. It got to 6 at a point actually.
Yeah, I could see it did more. Even not just 6, my brother. Look. You see? 13.4.
Wow.
13.4.
Oh, you see.
Okay. So about this point, or 12.5. So it's been there before, but at any point in time, the price is never popular. The price has just always been popular below, well, around this point here, because no matter what the price does, it comes back, up, down, it comes back, down, it comes back. And then it played around here for a while until eventually decided.
Sorry, what's the time frame on this chart? I'm looking at on my phone. I can't really see.
So I'm doing two hours now. I've done 4 hours before, but then I'm looking at it 2 hours now. This is 4 hours now. And if you look at it 4 hours again, same thing. So it's below. Of course, you can tell it's never going to go below. Well, I wouldn't say never, but it's been around this point below, but it doesn't stay that long. So there are no guarantees that it's going to come here. But if you really want to be that pedantic, then below $2 is what you're going to be praying for. Below 2, then you can say, you know what? Let's see what happens. That's it.
Oh. All right, looking for that now. Thank you.
It's all right. So keep looking at this. This definitely wants to move. Let me just see what the 123 million buys. This has hit $1 billion before in terms of volume. Never seen that in the market before. Rework, like I said, I'm expecting 1.25, 1.2, something like that. Be watching this. So these things do happen to the best of stocks. Roots came below our price. But remember, we are in a falling market. So if we're in a falling market, don't expect your stock to be spared. Blood is going to be everywhere. And that's just, nothing's going to be spared. And that's what's happening in the case of Roots. Okay, what else are we looking at? Sorry, guys. Yeah, RSKD came down as well, didn't he? So I'm going to leave Roots open. Going to look at SOS. RSKD, I'm expecting this to do good numbers eventually. Fundamentals, very solid, okay? Very solid. I think one of the earnings wasn't impressive, but of course, the new business, these things do happen. But again, price discovery, similar price discovery. This for me is easily at 27. I'm expecting that to happen. But if it's not happening right now, does that mean it will never happen? No, it doesn't mean it will never happen. Look, it's only a July company. So you got to give it some patience. As you can see, the price keeps coming around here, but now it's falling down. And the fact that it's falling down, you've got to be patient with it. Give it some time. Wait, 6% in one day is quite a lot, but just got to be patient. Sometimes. Upstarts is now dropping. Yeah, Upstarts went to this, island in the sky. Its price has never been before, but I did expect Upstarts to drop heavily, and you don't have to believe me, but I'm expecting Upstarts to go as low as 200. That's what I believe it will. Well, that's what I believe will happen. Might not happen, but that's what I believe will happen. Okay. So, right. Who's on the iPhone? iPhone is asking a question. iPhone, talk to me. You raised your hand, iPhone. I don't know who's iPhone. So anyway, looking at Rework. So Rework 1.29, looking at the orders now, order flow. FAMI, wow. So FAMI is not looking very good because they all keep dropping their prices. The market makers, they keep dropping their prices. Their bid, they keep lowering their bid. Wow, they want to buy it cheaper and cheaper. Yeah, so it's definitely looking good. 0.368 is there. But remember, if you're looking at this, this is just the price for today. Price for today is not the same as price tomorrow. Patience, guys, patience. That's all you need in this market, patience. Right, who is iPhone? That's giving me iPhone. Okay, IMND. This thing is just, as you can see, this is just the markets talking. IMND. IMND, I can't see anything on IMND. IMND, IMND. Nope, can't see anything there. Where did you see that?
INMD, not IMMMD. INMD, in mode.
India, November, Michael, Dingo, digital.
Yeah. Yes.
India, November, Michael, Delta.
Yeah.
Okay, the person put IM, in mode.
Yeah.
Oh, medical specialties, in mode. Okay, you typed the wrong thing. Okay, so here in mode, I don't know what drove this one up. most of these times, you know, if the faster your chart runs, remember, the faster they will drop, guys. And that's what's going to happen. And look at this here.
They had a stock split or something. So I think anticipation of the stock split ran it up.
Right. In anticipation of a split, it ran up. Yeah, I mean, it's been a beast though. Look at that. I know this company from last year. So this one here for me, I'm expecting the 52 entry, but that's a me because again, as I will tell you, around this point here is where your price is actually getting really comfortable around here in the short time at all. So it came in here, price tends to gravitate around this point. So you can see, it's just a cluster around here and it's falling. It's shown you before that, look, I love this price, right? I want to come down. It's been telling you, you're not listening. I want to come down there. Now it's telling you again, I want to come down there. Can you see that? So that's it for me. I will be waiting patiently and it might not get there because that's a huge fall. That's a huge fall. But if it's all, let me just tell you, if that doesn't happen, you see this, oopsie. You see this point here? If it's all, it's getting here and it will come to this point. You don't have to believe me, but that's what I see. Because this point here is acting as your basis points, reference points all the time. And it hasn't fallen to that point yet. But look, it's going to collapse and it's going to rest in this point here, this zone. So it's going to come in here. Then went, defended it, come in here. They tried to come here, it couldn't defend it, and it's going to come back here. So I'm expecting this point, which is what? Oh, that's too low. No, it's definitely going to come lower. What's the price? No, sorry. No, definitely not. It's going to come. It's definitely going to come around here. 65, if it's all. It should hit 65. Yeah. Okay. I should have put it in the middle. It's going to hit 65. Yeah, 65. That's what I'm looking at. 65. Okay. So that's INMD for me, or IMND. Is it in mode? So it should be INM. Oh yeah, it's INMD. How come? Oh, but I put IMND. Yeah, because that was IMND. I think he typed to me. Somebody says, should I get Apple right now or should I wait? Should I wait? Yeah, go to the markets. Yeah, are they not selling fruits anymore in Nigeria? Come on, get Apple in the market. So let's see Apple. Apple. I'm waiting for Lucid at 23. So I'm going to test it 23.5 as a reminder, just to look at the charts again. And then 23 when I'm going to be getting in again for Lucid. But I'll look at 25 if you can defend it. If you cannot, sorry, 23.5. If you cannot defend 23.5, then see you at 23. So right now, and I could tell you it's going to go below 23.5 because it's already at 23.68. So I've set an alert for 23.5. So let's see Apple, right? Apple.
Hi, BK. Laughing in Spanish. I heard that.
You want to get Apple? I said, get out from the bank and go straight to across the road. You see that mama? She's selling Apple. It's not too early to get Apple now. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, doesn't it? So can you get Apple right now? I'll be looking at Apple right here. Oh, yeah. Apple has come to my zone. So again, looking at Apple. Hi, Bouquet, you all right? Okay.
Hi, I'm good. Thanks.
So this is where Apple is right now. But can Apple defend this zone? They cannot defend it. So where are they going next? It's right here. Can they defend it? I doubt it can defend it. But let me tell you where I'm going to get Apple next. I'm going to get my Apple. Look, boom, boom. And that's where I'm going to be getting Apple. 133. You don't have to buy it, but that's my price. And that's when I think it will get sold.
Okay, thanks.
You don't have to believe me. but 133, 135 zone, because I don't see, if you look at the charts, very straightforward actually. This is a very simple chart, Apple's charts.
Hello, BK.
Yes, my chief. If you look at Apple's charts, yes, sir. If you look at Apple's charts, look, it just went here, no resistance, nothing, okay? There's nothing here. People are buying, but there's nothing here to defend it. So, but at this point, it rests at this point. It rests at this point. It rests. So I'm going to be looking at my Apple around this point. Boo. That's it for me. So, yeah. 134, 135, 133 to 135 is what I'm going to be guessing Apple. Yeah. Can you kind of predicted that it was going to drop? Should he sell it? I say, well, yeah.
So I have a question for you.
Oh, we're turning to Q&A now. Since the market's not behaving, yeah, let's turn it to question and answer. Go on then, talk to me.
Okay, looking at Apple, and though you did made mention that if you are investing in it, you don't trade it. But if you see the way it went up, and it's coming down to where, like you just showed now, so taking the same clue to look at Tesla, it went up. So for some of us, we see this gain on some of this stock, but after a while, they kind of fizzle out. So as a strategy, if one is investing in some of these value stock,
okay,
wants to be taking opportunity of whenever they go so high, sell some and re-enter at a lower level.
So yeah, so when I said I wouldn't take my profits on Apple, why would I not take profits on Apple? I said I wouldn't take profit on Apple because Apple pays dividend, okay? Tesla would not give me dividend. So I'm happy because I believe it's a big company. Can it keep growing? Yes, it can keep growing. Does it have the risk of being broken down eventually? Yes, it does have the risk at some point, but I would not take profits on it because I'm enjoying the dividend. I expect it to keep growing and I'll just leave it there. It's not, if Tesla grows to 2-3 trillion, okay, do I expect to go to 4 trillion? Yes. Do I expect to grow to 5? Yes, that's fine. I'm happy with it. But what's going to happen with Apple is that Apple wouldn't, with Tesla would not pay me dividend. You need to pay me to hold you. If you're only going to be growing 5% a year, for example, you need to pay me money to hold you, okay? And that's it. Yeah, that's fine, Damola, that's okay. So, that's why I said, Apple. You remember you remember what we call Apple in the group? We call it a savings account, right? That's what we call it, and that's why I just decided my Apple. I don't really sell. I don't want to be trading my Apple. It's a long-time buy for me. It's there to hold money while I'm not doing anything, and I just leave it there. Does that make sense?
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, that's why I don't do anything with Apple. I just hold it, just hold my money for me while I do nothing. Can I buy or can I sell it and buy it back? Yes, I can. Do I advise selling Apple and buying it back? No, actually, it depends on how big. The other thing is it depends on how big your portfolio is, though. Okay, if you have a $100,000 portfolio, are you listening to me? If you have a $100,000 portfolio, then you can afford to say, you know what, I'll leave it there. But if you don't have a big enough portfolio, then of course I will sell it and I'll just wait to buy a bit lower again. And if I don't even have a big enough portfolio, I won't just I would only be trading the top 200 stocks, to be honest, or top 500 stocks only, because they don't move that much, but they don't drop that much either. If you look at Roots, for example, it's dropped 7%. SOS today, 3%. Apple, okay, Apple's a big drop as well, 2.6%. INMD, look at that one, 11%, even though it's 5.5 billion, which is quite a medium stock. So those are the things. Rework has done a lot of drops last week, dropped about 40% last week. And how much did it drop today? Come on, show me how much it drops, Rework. Yep, 3.28%. Baba's drops how much? Baba's been dropping, which is a shame, really. Yeah. Baba, if you invest in Alibaba for the past 2.5 years, you wouldn't have made any money at all. So yeah, and that's it for me. So it's a shame what's happening to Alibaba, but I think at some point I said this was going to 120. I told somebody in one of my other groups, that's when I think I will be. You know, I'll have some Alibaba, but if I'm going to average down, probably going to wait to 120 for me to average down on this stock, and that's it. We kind of turn this to a Q&A. Questions. Things are down. Everything is down. Yeah, everything is just literally down. There's blood everywhere, guys. Guard yourselves. That's what it is. Guard yourselves. Protect your money. Don't, you know, there's no point. We're going to be calling out a stock if we can't see a price, you know. But this is dropping, but this is actually seems a good one. I wouldn't get in. I'm just going to be watching everything. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen anymore. Sorry. I was just trying to show a few things.
Sorry, BK.
Hey.
This, what you just said about guarding money, guard your money, and then the thing about buying and the market is just ready, just maybe wait it out. I don't know. How do you strike a balance? Because now I'm afraid that some of the stocks I bought have dropped like 5%, but we are thinking it's just because the market is bad today. So that's because the majority of the 5% was actually today. So, but now I'm not in a dilemma. Do I guard my money and just protect the remaining capital since I've lost 5%, or do I just wait it out and hope that the market will bounce back?
So hope is not a good strategy in the markets. Hope is definitely not an effective strategy in the markets. You say you wait, the market's going to bounce back tomorrow, and it doesn't, and it's going to bounce back in 2 days, and it doesn't. People on Alibaba, let me show you something.
Hoping that it will bounce back. Maybe they bought at.
It's not even about that. They've been hoping since what date? 2020. Yeah, they've been waiting and hoping since mid-October 2020. And if you bought around here, see, you didn't take profit, now you're flat, yeah? And then now you're losing money. So if you bought in 2020 January, you're losing money. Now, if you bought here, people say, oh, timing the market is better than timing the market. I just say that's absolute BS. Because time in the markets, look at this guys. This guy's going to say, I bought Alibaba at this point. Can you see 2017 January or June? Yeah?
I know now.
He's back to where he bought it.
So
yeah.
I don't know.
And that's really, even higher because that's 140 something.
Stock market business is stressful, man. It's just
so the political risk here. Alibaba just destroyed it and killed it. Okay, so whoever bought, well, let's just say here, basically, whoever bought in May 2017, 4 years ago, and you know, and it's coming back to your price now to say, you know what, you say, no, I'm a long-term investor, forming Warren Buffett. You know, you don't take that profit, which is me. When I say I don't take profits in Apple, for example, Apple don't pay me to hold their stocks. So of course I would take my profit next time. If the minute I sense a hint of danger with Apple, I'm sorry, I will take my profits. I don't care. Don't fall in love with any stock at all. But look, Baba. So Baba's been here, no matter what you call it. Oh, it's forming double bottom, double top. You can see a white coffee, but it doesn't respect the charts because when the Chinese governments are in, they've not defended anything. And you know, so for me right now, Alibaba, if I'm going to buy it at all, maybe $90 or $80, right? And it will be cheap. It will be cheap, but then I won't buy it anymore. Why not? Because what if they break it down? There's still the risk. There's still the risk. You might say, oh, it's a big company, is worth more than that. So we're now saying the whole Alibaba is worth just about half the price of Tesla. Doesn't make sense, does it? But the political risk is there. And there's one thing the market doesn't like, and it's uncertainty. This is a very uncertain business. The market doesn't like it. And the markets will just keep punishing them for non-compliance, you know, and just political involvement, really, basically. It's just not ideal. So BABA is not great for this market. And I don't know, can you still see my screen? Yes, you can. And that's why I called it. I just thought it was over, but then I don't think it's over now until the fat lady sings. So no, never over. So so your question, what did you say? Protect your money. Number one, if you're trading it, I will just protect my money. 1% is better than 0%, right? Look at this one here. It keeps breaking, you know. 1% is better than 0%. That's number one. I protect my money, and 0% is better, which is the same as breaking even, is better than nothing. It's better than losing, rather, your money. So that's number one. I will protect my money. You know what? You might say, oh, I'm going to lose £20, and that's better than losing everything. So that's the first thing I will do. Then the next thing is, if you're investing though, if you're investing long term, then you've got to wait it out, be patient, because remember, if you're investing, you would have put in all the energy in doing your research and everything before you even bought at all. So, you know what? I wouldn't worry at all. I'll just maintain my calm, and I'll just you know, put my money there. I mean, you saw me trying to grow a small £500 or $500, and I did say, this is the last money I have on me. So what do? Got to be able to manage that accordingly. And one thing in this market you got to be wary of is what? Your emotions. If you don't put your emotions in check, I'm sorry, you will be in trouble. And you're just going to fall to all these things. So you got to be careful. The market might eventually turn around today and things might start looking good. But right now, it's bloody. So if you get 2%, that's better. If you get 1%, that's better. If it's destroying and you know, you look at the charts and you keep saying, oh, you know, it's expecting to come in at this point. Remember, whatever price I say is going to come is mostly a projection. Doesn't mean it will come in there, even though I'm seeing what's happening in the markets. It might still change, because remember, some people give projections of Alibaba, and what did it happen, or what happened? It destroyed every projection. So you got to be careful and just mind your money. That's all. Mind your money. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, BK.
Don't worry. Don't be afraid of the markets. The markets reward many people. These things do happen. Right. Questions before we call it a day. Sorry, it's 4 p.m. and I'm drinking tea, Little Old England.
My question is there any possibility that, you know, we're going through a March, April, May cycle again?
No. There's no indication to say that. There's no indication to say that. And this is not a Robert Kiyosaki prediction. No, nothing to say that at all. Tapering hasn't started. But if you look at the markets all year round, the market's actually been like this all year round. See, let me do it here actually. IWM. So it's the wrong or worst time to be in the market. Look at the Russell 2000 small caps. It's been a headache all year. Headache from January. Look. But look at 2020, sorry. Can you see 2020? It came in March, and then it's been climbing ever since. He had a bit of consolidation, and then climbed, consolidated, you know, and it just climbed for a good straight 9 months, 12 months, or 10 months, then consolidated. And that's what it's been doing all year. So this is what it's been doing 2021, consolidation, which makes it very hard to read. You know, it goes up and then it crashes down, up, crashes down. It's nothing like a gradual climb. It's just the market behaving like, you know what? Yeah, sorry, it doesn't go back, but there you go, something like that. Yeah, so that's the market this year. But this year hasn't actually, this hasn't happened. This is what's been happening, the middle here. Oh, you got to bear with it. Bear with this. And remember, you can't make money every day. And that's why when you get the opportunities, milk it. Milk it. Okay, I should go. It's a quiet day, guys. Sorry, can't say much. Any question? I'm loving my face in the sun. All right, then, if there's no other question, I guess we should call it an afternoon. Bye, everybody. And
thanks so much, BK. Bye.
What matters most? Your mindset. You'll find you'll make money in this market. Just calm down. Dr. Ololafumi. Take care, guys.